Hello everyone, time for this month's installment of Elder Scrolls Online. I'm thinking this time around we're going to be doing the main quest line, continuing the main quest line. But, as per the usual, it is currently time to pause the stream while I enter my password. And as usual with these streams, I'll be playing a mixture of keyboard and mouse and gamepad mode, so you'll see me use a Steam controller and or keyboard and mouse. I'll be switching back and forth between them as I get bored of the controller or whatever. So if you don't know, I actually do own a Steam controller. I actually have two Steam controllers and a Steam Link, so I play Steam games on my TV instead of like any console. That is my console. So, the interesting thing about this game is there's no console support for the menu here. It doesn't actually take effect until you're in the game. So, when you're at this menu, you have no real controller support. So, like, if you had an Xbox controller, it probably would be a pain in the ass to configure this. But, I didn't really like how the mouse-like joystick handled for the right trackpad, so the right trackpad is actually set up as a mouse to change the camera angle, because this is a game where you can use keyboard, mouse, and controller, like interswitch between them while you're in the game, and you can use them. So I have the right trackpad on the Steam controller set as a mouse, and the left and right trigger, the analog portion, is set as left and right trigger for a controller, but the full pull with a click registers as mouse clicks, so I could do things like, see this cursor? I'm moving with the Steam controller. I can full click the left controller button is not doing. Oh, it's because you use left click, and rotate the character like that. I can go back, change settings, for example, but we're going to go back to the characters, and we're going to play the Nord Dragon Knight. Alright. Chapter upgrade, we're not going to do that yet. Nighttime in Tamriel, apparently. Let's look at the let's check our mail. Yeah, we have some mail here. So we're going to do our daily routine of the crafting stuff that we do, and we're going to upgrade our writing skill, and then we are going to manage inventory space, and then head out and work on the main quest line. So let's look at this here. We'll grab those, delete, grab those, delete, grab those, delete, grab those, delete. See if there's anything to refine. Nothing to refine there. Refine here. Nope. What about under the blacksmithing? We can refine some ebony ore. Let's see what we can make. How many ebony ore do we have? 12. That's not enough to complete the daily. So what we're gonna do now is head over here and pick up the enchanting crafting writ. I have a lot of stamina, so I can run a long time. Before we do the enchanting one, let's grab our horse right now.
Yeah.
Let's grab some yew here. Four of them?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, talk to her.
You will find no better.
Let's upgrade our stamina to 13.
Yeah.
And we'll head back to the enchanting station. Let's see, we have nothing that I want to extract yet. Let's go to our journal, quests, Chanterit. What do we need to make? Strong Glyph of Health. So, Aura. Mako. Ta. No, that's Magicka. Not Mako. Oko.
Hora, Oko, Ta.
Alright. So we got that. Now let's back out of here and then we'll head over and we will turn this quest in. Oh, Anniversary Jubilee gift box. I wonder what that's all about.
You make those spectacular.
So let's look in our inventory. Materials. Let's look at materials later. Supplies. Enchantress coffer. Take all. Let's see. What's in this box? Sanded yew and Nirnroot. Wow, that's a lot of Nirnroot. That's not bad at all. That might be enough sanded yew to make something. Let's go double check. Alright, no, we don't want to create, we want to extract. Strong Glyph of Foulness, what does that do? Disease damage, interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those glyphs. Alright, let's extract that. Did we get anything useful? We got a Pora. Place the one we used. Let's go over and see if we can do the woodworking quest. So let's crack the woodworking one. Lost Crown, Missing Prophecy, to the Clockwork City, Valuable Distraction, Alchemist Writ, Blacksmith Writ, Clothier Writ, Visioner, Woodworker. So 2 staves and 4 shields. It usually takes about 60 of the crafting material. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's look at our crafting. So let's see how many we can create. We have 67 sanded yew, so we can actually do that. So 2 resto staves, 4 shields. So let's do the shield first. Wait, do I have all the... Let me look at my inventory. Let's go down to materials. I can actually refine some more of you if I need to. 2 corundum, 2 star metal, so I need 2 more of either of those. So let's go over to this vendor here. Talk to this guy.
You confirmed my worst fear.
Go grab some... Let's do star metal. Star metal. Go back to the woodworking table. And create... Was it 4 shields? Excuse me. A little bit of a scratchy throat there. Alright, so 4 shields and 2 resto staves. So... we can make 4 shields. Alright, let's make those with Redguard style. No trait, because we're going to be giving it to the quest acceptor guy thingamajig, whatchamacallit. Okay. So we'll go back to this. We'll go Inferno Ice, Lightning, Restoration. So it's 7, so we need 14. Oh, we have plenty. And 2 corundum. 1. There's 2. That quest is done. Let's go turn it in. Alright, and another Jubilee gift box. Cool.
Never put distinguishing marks on the packages.
Let's see what we
Much
have
harder
here.
to slip past.
Supplies.
Never mind.
Woodworking case. Oh, that's not bad. Jubilee gift box. Ooh, a crafting motif. Some ebon thread. Ebon thread is not something I can use right now. I'm past that in terms of crafting for clothing, but that's not too bad. Take all. Go back here, back to materials. Red. Butterfly wing. Turquoise. Plottable items. What was new here? Oh, shipment of oak. Okay, materials, sanded oak, main hand, ice use staff, sells to merchants. Alright, so let's go back and sell that staff, and then clear out ye old bags. Wait, what's this here? Of each of the staves. Let's go refine to that. Oh, that's not. There we go. So how many can we make? I have 23 sanded U. That's probably not enough. Inferno, ice, and lightning, I think it was, and that would require 9 times 7 is 63, so no, we don't have nearly enough. We might by the end of tonight, though, so we'll hold on to that for a little bit. Go clear out our bags. Go to the bank here. Alright.
Greetings, traveler.
Alright, let's deposit the butterfly wing. Iron root. Ebony ingot. Solvent. Honing stone. Ebon thread. Venata. One, two. The greater repair kit. All of the trait gems. Mastic, the sanded oak, and the sanded yew. 100, that sounds about right. Let's
Greetings,
also
traveler.
deposit cash. We'll deposit 1,000 gold. Alright. So let's look at our quest log. Crafting, guild, main quest. We're gonna do the Shadow of Sancretor now, so let's... go over here. To the Harborage. Alright, let's go in there. The Prophet is actually the fallen emperor. I don't know why I'm searching these barons. None of them are going to have anything useful for anything other than like provisioning, which I fucking hate. Worst profession ever.
I must admit, I'm not comfortable with this little jaunt. Sancretor is in the mountains of Colovia, and Colovians are the worst kind of Imperials. Backwoods mountain men without any sense of decorum. At least Varen will feel right at home.
Well, let's clear our bags of all those provisioning things. Bye. 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 Alright, let's talk to the Prophet, or Varen, or whatever.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris. Perhaps, but I wonder, Will history repeat itself, or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitsahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city. It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth. But I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitsahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancre Tor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. In ages past, Sancre Tor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything. I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancre Tor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt. The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the Divines. We must consecrate them in Stendarr's name. When that is done, the Ring of Stendarr's mercy should open the vault doors. It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion at Sancre Tor, and so built her holy city there. But that was long ago. The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed. We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kusura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. Now come. Time waits for no man.
The portal is
get
open.
A food buff?
Go now.
Let's get a food
Return
buff.
with the Amulet of Kings.
Whiskey sour. Whiskey sour. Because it frees up in an inventory slot.
Could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
What brings you to Sancre Tor, old friends? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement?
Sai, no! Menemarko, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines!
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Menemarko has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Menemarko may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendarr's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Menemarko chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Gotta have the dick joke.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Did we? That's not. I imagine it's worth it though. I have a feeling we're gonna need to anyways. They've talked it up enough that it's gonna happen.
Assistant, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the amulet?
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendarr's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendarr. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Menemarko.
less as a god.
Alright. Continue on. Let's go to portal to the harborage. We aren't going to go to the harborage yet. Go to the inner courtyard.
Friends, I must rest before we continue.
I thought you were tougher than you looked.
Are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
I think this is the weapon I'm using. Yeah, prismatic great blade. Yeah, I have plenty of enchantment left.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again. Sai Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. He'll see this through. Don't worry. Me? I'll chase Mannimarco to the furthest corners of Oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you. We're two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us? Our hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves. Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today is not that day.
Zed's tears. I thought I could handle this. Mannimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Mannimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Mannimarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something. I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Drakengard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place. The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I've a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Drakengard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the King of Worms defiles the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure them and lose my old comrades of the Dragon. Consecrate the shrine.
Thing with the Steam controller, I don't have the muscle memory to interrupt a spell really quickly, like just because it's a more complex thing. Is you just hit the middle mouse on the mouse, but on this I have to press one button then the other.
Stendarr, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
Alright. Making progress.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution.
Well, what good are you then?
The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Ah, it's a tricksy one. Look at that, there's a graphic glitch going on here. Okay, it's one of these puzzles.
The shrine is on the other side.
You know, I can't do the puzzle if you keep standing on the levers. Alright, so I think I need to do this one. This one. This one. Oh, no, that's not right. Because I think I have to get them all pointing the same way, so... Will you guys go over there and stand over there so you don't get in my fucking way? Alright, so... This one. Oh, will you stop? Pain in the ass. This one. This one. This one. I'm trying to remember how to solve this kind of puzzle, because I know what... Will you fucking stop walking in front of me? Jesus Christ. You know, companions have been in games for over 10 years and no one's fucking gotten their AI right. You know, when you just make it so they don't walk in front of the player. It's not that hard to build AI like that. Just don't fucking walk in front of the player. You know how many times I've killed my companion in Fallout 4 because they walked in front of me when I was lining up a shot? Because I don't want to talk to you. I want to flip the lever. Stop standing in front of me. Alright, let's see. No, that's not right. That wasn't the one I wanted to hit. Oh, will you fucking get out of the way?
You did it! The bridge is down.
Good. It would have been a little bit quicker if you'd stopped standing on the fucking levers. Jesus Christ. Like, I had a problem playing Far Cry 5 earlier where, like, fucking Jess kept on standing in front of me while I was trying to line up a shot.
Beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
So now what? Kill the wraiths? Nothing like frost attacks to drain you of stamina.
Crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titanborn.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
I love the
pleasant
interaction
in the
between
summer months.
Hey Epiphany, how's it going? I forgot the jump button. I'm used to the paddles. Whatever.
Pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
I swear by Stendarr's grace and the sword of my father, You will not win, Mannimarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me.
I'm doing alright. Just playing some Elder Scrolls Online and drinking some wine. Well, I can't drink
Through
any
the
wine right
power
now.
of the
I'm
Amulet
out
of
of this
Kings,
glass. I have
I
to get
will
another
be
glass.
transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Mannimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Mannimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
I have a feeling there's a tough fight coming in, so I'm going to turn off the Steam controller and go
Try and stop me.
turn off gameplay. Key bindings are something I haven't used in a while. I just leveled. Alright, so now we have to enter the Vault of Kings. Where is it? This way. Let's claim our rewards first. We're gonna get more stamina. One attribute point, one skill point. Strong with stamina recovery, stronger for magicka, increased physical harm. Oh fuck yeah, increased physical harm, for sure. Alright, let's get some more stamina going here. And we're going to commit points. We have a skill point. Let's look at what we have in terms of crafting. Clothing. Enchanting. Minor hireling. $31 we need to that. Or a fair decent away. Let's do the potency improvement. Okay. I'm not worried about double XP, because, I mean, the reason why I'm not too worried about it is because, I mean, I'm level 48. I'm close to level cap, and I'm not in any rush to reach, you know, level 50. I'm not that worried about it. I play this, like, only a couple hours a week. It's not a big deal. Talk to Sai.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings. The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The doors should open wide. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Oh. He's gonna be a tough one. Beat Mannimarco.
You are nothing. I am Mannimarco.
Keep Mannimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Mannimarco.
Fuck, where am I? I can't get back up. Get out of my fucking way, will you? Nothing I hate more than NPCs that get in my way.
I'm tired of these games.
Don't stop now!
You think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first.
I can't stand it when NPCs get in your way. Like, I was trying to do the bridge puzzle, and they kept standing in my way while I was trying to do the levers. Like, is it really hard after 10 years I haven't figured out? Just write a rule in the AI code that keeps companions from walking in front of the player.
Domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Incidentally, do you know who does the voice for Molag Bal? Epiphany, do you know who does that voice?
Everything Mannimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on.
It's Malcolm McDowell, the guy who does the voice of Alex in the movie A Clockwork Orange. He plays Alex in A Clockwork Orange.
Well played.
It's Malcolm McDowell.
Well played.
Like King Yoren is Bill Nighy from Underworld and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I think it's Deathly Hallows. Either that or Half-Blood Prince. Queen Ayren is Kate Beckinsale. Linda Carter is in it. You know, the one who played Wonder Woman in the 70s. She's in one of the voice actors as well. Pretty big cast in this.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again. Manamaka will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him. Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane melt must be stopped, or this will all be for naught. I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover.
Yep.
As always, I will contact you soon.
I will probably not use either
Walk
of
in
those
the light,
things.
Vestige.
But we'll take the... Oh wait, you get both, so... Alright. So... let's look at our quests here. Main quest. Let's do that one. That quest at. Sprint a toggle with keyboard and mouse mode. Let me look. Controls, key bindings. Sprint is shift. Should it be a... I wonder if there's an option to choose if it's a toggle? Whatever, let's go back to gamepad mode. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. I remember that show. You know she invented the twirl? That was her thing. Alright, so where is the quest at? Look at the map. Down this way? Here? Yep, it's here. We are going to take this way shrine, but first we are going to find a way shrine. Oh, hold on a second. I see something to collect. Can't remember whether you go left or right to get to town. I guess it doesn't really freaking matter. If I jump down from here, I'm gonna die because I don't have a wingsuit in this game. Up that way. You know, I don't really remember. I'm totally looking the wrong way. Town is that way. All that just to collect some ebon thread.
The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harbor. It is time for our final preparation.
Okay, so apparently there's another quest, but we're not going to do that yet. Do the messages across Tamriel, because that's been sitting in my quest log longer. Yeah, I'll take it. Take that too. That and that. Wanna... I have to get used to, like, just not using macros for,
I'm rather busy right now.
Nothing to refine there. Nothing to refine there either. Nothing to refine there. Doing great, aren't I?
When I was younger, I wanted to be a mage.
Of course, I used to be able to jump over that. I can't now for some reason. Before I enter this portal, however, I am going to go get another glass of wine. Alright, I'm going to pause here. I'm just going to leave the game running though, but I'll be right back as I get some more wine. Okay, I'm back with more wine. Alright. Portal to Alliance Capital. That's just California Merlot, the same one I used last month, every month, because it's fairly cheap. It's a 3-liter bottle for like $16.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on Fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend.
It is Kate
Sorry about
Beckinsale.
all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Vanus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? To Wayrest, expect a certain level of formality. The court of High King Emeric is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore, protocol is the order of the day. Shall we?
Tell the lovely Dunmer Naryu that she is very welcome to disguise herself as a serving girl and show off for
Raz, inappropriate.
Alright. Next leader.
Esteemed High King Emeric, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold? Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued.
That voice sounds familiar. I don't know who it is. Let me look that up real quick. Bill Nighy. I thought he did the voice of Yoren. No, Peter Stormare does. I thought Bill Nighy did the voice of Peter Stormare. Well, I mean, there is a reason why I recognize the voice, but really odd because Yoren sounded a lot like Bill Nighy too. What else has he played in? Destiny 2? Interesting. Well, that's because they're big names. Like, if you've ever played Rage, the first character you meet will have a very recognizable voice. That's a good game. I highly recommend it if you want to get into first-person shooters. I thought it was Bill Nighy who did Yorn. That's okay. I was wrong with that.
It bellows legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess.
David, I absolutely agree, and welcome to the stream, by the way.
We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him? Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my
David,
help.
yes it is. This is my highest level character, so I haven't... this is all new to me.
That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Give my best to Thrush. Tell him I hope we can dance again soon.
So you...
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads.
We have much to do. Come.
David, I actually made this character like 2 years ago. I think I was actually in the beta way back in what, 2015, 2014, something like that. Didn't end up picking up the game when it came out. Then I got invited to like a welcome back weekend in 2016 when Tamriel Unlimited first came out. So I bought the game then, and I've been just very slowly, like casually playing it. For a long time during all that time, I played a lot of WoW. I raided, like 3 times a week, every week. I haven't even launched the game in close to a month for WoW. So I do have another series of streams where I'm leveling a young rogue, a baby rogue, I call it, because my main in WoW is a rogue. So I have another rogue that I'm leveling. Leveled from scratch, no dungeons, no heirlooms. So. Alright, let's talk to Vanus here.
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Sturk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
Let's travel to the summit.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Sturk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
The word has been given.
A moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Althari, is in charge of security.
I hope so. Like, I've played a lot of games recently with satisfying endings, and well, in the case of Witcher 3, it depends on which ending you get is how satisfying it is. Because you get the bad one, it's not satisfying at all. It's pretty much, everyone dies. Really, is what it comes down to. Everyone you like dies, and everyone you hate ends up living. So it's a terrible ending. But one of my favorite games ever is The Witcher 3. The ending of Far Cry 5 was interesting, and I hope they break tradition and make a direct sequel to Far Cry 5, because the ending of that game is just asking for a sequel. and the sequel would go somewhere the Far Cry series has never gone before. And like, if you think about what Far Cry is, it's all about in a lawless land. And I'm not giving away the ending with what I'm saying, but let me just say, if the series goes where the ending of Far Cry 5 suggests it'll go, it definitely suggests a lawless environment for the next game if they make a direct sequel. It's just asking for it.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, Epiphany has the game. I was trying not to do anything spoilerish for Epiphany. So if you saw, just disregard that comment, Epiphany.
Reaching
if you
a
saw
compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
And that's what I meant by like Far Cry going someplace it's never gone before, and it's definitely a lawless land in that in that kind of environment.
Look, it's Lady Laurent.
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian, as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus.
Oh,
I can
he's
take
shouting.
care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons, haven't you finished tying those bags
Even if
yet?
like the whole ending of Far Cry 5 turns into a spin-off,
Farewell,
you know,
milady.
like the
We
opposite
must
of
dash.
Primal,
We're
I'd
expecting
be
at the
okay with
summit.
it.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly.
Oh, he's harsh.
What Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Oh, they did not have a good past, did they?
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
High King Emeric of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emeric.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vernus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Wow. Alright, where is Countess Hakruba?
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Let's talk to Yoren first.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan if you can convince the other leaders.
Yoren is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him? Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors. Now go annoy the others. I've had enough for one day.
I didn't want to intimidate her. Not the right time for it.
Your Skald king has all the patience of a bullet mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his? That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. I'm not convinced, but let me think on it. Something must be done. On that we agree.
What platform are you playing on,
Super
Super Thunder?
Still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise, with very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Caldian, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Not
Molag Bal!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back. How amusing, and yet so very sad.
I love Malcolm McDowell.
All of Nirn shall be mine.
Keldian! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bal's minions, close the unstable.
Do something real quick here.
I'll do what I can to keep any more risks from moving. Countess, defend me.
My pleasure, Vanus. Who said the guilds can't work together?
I can't remember where it is, so we're gonna do it this way. Hey Akira, how are you doing? Oh wait, I never closed the riff on the one.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Ayleid Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice.
I wonder how different it would have been if I had chosen to intimidate or persuade.
Leaders, you have seen the face
On my next
of our
character,
enemy.
I might do that.
Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Let's see what we have here. I haven't, aside from the opening quest, I haven't really been to Cold Harbor.
Hello,
so.
what's this?
Hey, Cadwell.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
I believe that's John Cleese who does the voice.
Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder
That's
of
because
it
is John Cleese.
I have the honest feeling we've discussed this before, or...
Well, at least I can, Clockwork City, Cold Harbor. John Cleese is amazing. I love John Cleese. So we have to go up there. Go back up so we can go across the bridge.
Hello, what's this?
Monty Python's Flying Circus, or Monty Python and the Holy Grail, or Life of Brian, or... Okay, the bridge is down there, then.
Hello, what's this?
I usually think high when I think bridges, not low. Let's go back to Controller City. Forgot I have to turn on controller mode. But the controller is now not working. Okay. We're being difficult today. There we go. Find the Hollow City. I think that's it right there. Well, it looks like a Nirnly city for something that's not Nirn.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker. You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Coldharbour. It just needs life to return it to glory. It could be. There is no safer place in Coldharbour, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs. Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk. Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name.
Well, that explains why it looks like a Nirnly city.
Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Coldharbour to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid king Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses.
This is like the tour of Shattrath, if you've ever played.
The Ayleid king
WoW,
single-handedly
Burning Crusade.
protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the tour of Shattrath.
Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid king was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nirn.
Hey, Sovereign, how's it going?
They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes.
It's going well here. Just drinking some wine, playing out some Elder Scrolls. I'm gonna have to take a break soon to get another glass of wine.
I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vana Scalarian, the Ayleid king, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here.
Alright, I'm gonna go fill my wine glass with some more wine. I'll be right back. It is a Merlot, so it is a red wine. Okay, I'm back with more Grape Juice Plus.
This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City.
Choices that have an effect. We like that in games.
Every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you.
I'm a fan of dry wine. I don't like sweet wines that much. I don't like sweet beers either.
You must gather those who were lost. King Dainar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course, but they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor. As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here. Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the Mage is somewhere in the Eastern Plain. His exact location is hidden from me. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dainar, you must recover the Lights of Meridia. The Lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness. Originally, the Lights were a gift from Meridia, power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Cold Harbor, she filled the Lights with even more of her divine power.
Isn't Meridia a Daedric, well, princess, as it were? She's the only Daedric prince that's not considered neutral or evil, or as the case may be. You know, like Molag Bal, I'd say is chaotic neutral, but whatever. Alright.
King Dainar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's Lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free. As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the Lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Molag Bal's forces. Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower. That guards one of the Lights.
Tower that's not a tower. That's pretty freaking vague.
And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light. Originally, the Lights were a gift from Meridia.
I already read that.
King Dainar is trapped.
Let's do Vanus first. So, where is Vanus? Chasm. Shackle, the Black Forge. I don't know. I have no idea. That. Mage's Guild Hall. Guild traders in Cold Harbor. That seems like a good place to have, you know, people, you know, because people have to get to this point in the quest line to be here. So, like, you're only going to get high level traffic at that point. You're not going to get like people who are just starting out trying to level their professions. I think a guild hall in a low level city is probably one of the most prime real estate for a guild trader. So what are we gonna do? Let's look at our quests. Skills. we can do a skill. Yeah. 31 for that. Calcinium? I'm not that worried about that right now. Kenai ore. That wouldn't be too bad. Don't really do cloth. I do medium armor, so everything drops off creatures. But let's do the third rank of this. Yeah, we'll do the third rank of that. $32. What is my rank in this? 30? Excuse me, for some reason I have the hiccups now. Inventory. Materials. Mundane rune. That's very mundane. Scraps. Rough hew. Hide scraps. Blessed thistle. What do we have in terms of supplies? We have Daedra husk, which is trash. I should look for crafting stations so I can. Oh wow, 2 of them. Strong glyph of reduced feet cost. Probably won't use that. Strong glyph of shock, I won't use that either. Let's see, what do we have here? Do we have any crafting things? Yeah, that's not crafting. Where's the crafting hall? Is there no crafting hall in this place? There is no damn crafting hall in this place. What kind of town is this? There's a chef. Fighters Guild Hall. Mages Guild Hall. Does the Fighters Guild Hall have any? Let's go in there and see what's in there. Do some exploration. I don't know if I'm going to start any major quests at this point. Probably just do some exploration at this point. But I can't explore this because I cannot use that door right now. Let's see. Because I don't want to start any major quests at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find the Chasm Way Shrine, discover that Way Shrine. Can we not open it? I can't leave the city. What it looks like. Apparently there's Cold Harbor Estate. Why would you want to buy a house in Cold Harbor? Someone tell me this. Why would you want to buy real estate here? It seems like it's the kind of a really silly place to buy real estate. Right. Where are we going? Find Nilo. Not for the quest I'm on, though. So let's read this quest again. You know, I've never played Magic the Gathering at all. I have a friend who's really into it, though. Going back to the Harbridge. Fighter Daedra. I kind of want to play The Witcher again, or Bioshock 2. I might stream some Bioshock 2 tomorrow.
Urnabi, she didn't make it. Now I lack the will to go on. Our children will grow up without parents. They will be poor and destitute, and probably die young and alone. This one and his mate, we lost our way one night. We followed a light in the forest and wound up in this depressing place. We took shelter in a cave to the northeast, but
apparently
that didn't work out so well. Especially not for poor Urnabi. We were attacked by Nilokilo and his monsters as soon as we set foot in the cave. This one and poor Urnabi fought our way out and eventually escaped into the wastes. This one's beloved Urnabi was wounded in the escape. She died before we could reach safety and find a healer. This one's claws will never be sharp again.
The Lightless Oubliette, the Black Forge, Cave of Trophies. Let's set destination there. That way. Why are there netches in frickin' Cold Harbor? Like it's a bluer version of Nirn. God damn, you're an asshole. Fucking Christ, it took like 14 seconds before I could actually even do anything. The dick. The way shrine over there. Let's go to the way shrine. Let's discover this way shrine. Yeah, it's basically a bluer version of, like, Nirn. Okay, it's that way? Yes, it's this way. I hear a snake. A snaky Daedra.
The great and wondrous Vanus Galerion has a message for you. Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I entered the Black Forge through a side door with the intention of destroying the Great Shackle beyond. In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapons, including the Dark Anchors and the Great Shackle. With the Great Shackle destroyed, the threat of the Plane Meld should come to an end. No need to concern yourself. I'm sure I have this well in hand. I imagine I've already destroyed the Great Shackle, and even now we're celebrating our victory over the Lord of Brutality. Yes, I'm sure that's what has happened.
I'm sure it hasn't. That's not a side entrance. A lot of ash in these urns. Why am I not surprised by this? Probably because ash is what typically belongs in an urn. So yeah, ash and urns. Get some ebony. Let's not walk into the lava. Walking in lava hurts. Typically, in most games. Doom 1 and Doom 2, not that much. Quake, lava really hurts. Anything after that, it really hurts. Yeah, that really hurts. Apparently you can just peek your sword through the grate. go into the Black Forge. Why are forges always black? Why not a pink forge? Or a cyan forge?
You there, please. I need your assistance. What a ridiculous question. I am the Great Mage's essence of health. The Daedra captured Vanus. They plan to use him to power the Great Shackle. To prevent this, Vanus divided his essence into 3 fragments. Vampires feed upon this essence and weaken it. Kill the vampires and collect the energy they siphon from me. Restore that energy to me and I can easily break free of these flimsy bonds. When Vanus Galerion was captured, he cast a spell that divided him into his 3 essential
Health,
essences.
stamina, and magicka.
Health, stamina, and magicka.
How very...
The Great Mage's health.
I don't know.
Set each of these essences free, and we can make the Great Mage whole once more. While we are the essences of the Great Mage, we aren't the Great Mage himself. Not exactly. Separated into fragments such as this, we are weak, vulnerable. It wasn't long before we, too, were bound in magical chains. The Great Mage is a virtual powerhouse of magicka energy. The Daedra want to use that power to speed up and complete the plane meld, finally merging Nirn into Coldharbour. But make no mistake, Vanus has simply delayed the inevitable with this ploy. While we are the essences of the Great Mage,
I need more vampires. Where are they? Oh, that wasn't that bad then.
yes.
Slave quarters. How very pleasant sounding. fucking thing got killed.
I sense the time to reforge the essences of the Great Mage has arrived. The essence before you has been used to feed the slaves and keep them working. Talk to the slaves and convince them to release my energy so that I can break free. If the slaves refuse...
Kill them?
The slave's taskmaster used a device to rip away my energy. The device can recover the energy, but doing so will destroy the soul-shriven you target. However, the device only works from a distance. What can I tell you that you do? Why aren't you listening?
Let's convince them.
I saw you eyeing my fire. It isn't very warm, but it's all we've got. Go find your... Why? You don't look like you need it. Without it, I'll grow weak and wither away. Wait, that's what you want to happen. You want to hurt me. It will? I don't know. All right, take it. Take it and leave me alone.
I wish we could take longer breaks. The work never ends. And what will you give me in return? What do you have that will keep me whole and strong enough to do the work that is required of me? Oh, so high and mighty. You think to take the place of the tough.
I hate this so-called existence.
Not a chance, dunghead.
I hate this. I think the more pertinent question is, why aren't you more depressed? Why hasn't this horrible place made you so sad you can hardly breathe? Why? Why?
Yes, there's always
I hate this so-called...
Not a chance, dunghead. It was given to me. Go find...
Well, in that case, just make sure you shut down this damn fort.
That's the intention.
Escape? That's easy. Waiting for the right time to make your move? That's where the difficulty comes in. And how will that help this one see the escape plan to fruition? This one thinks you should bother someone else now. Always with the violence. Your kind so predictable. Very well. Take it.
Don't run off like that again, Alexis. You know that I worry so. Are we playing a game? Is this a new game, Alexis? You know how much I love games. Dear Alexis, why would I do such a thing? The energy makes me strong. I haven't felt this good in such a long time.
Sure, why not?
Oh, Alexis. You remembered how much I love bright and shiny things.
Did you? The Great Mage himself couldn't have done any better.
Next we get the blue orb. But not these assholes. Two of them, no less. I hate these fucking things. You're assholes, both of you. Nothing like being crowd controlled till fucking oblivion. Well, that was a stupid puzzle.
The pain. It's exquisite. But this has to end. The Great Mage must be made whole again so we can finish our mission. 4 seals contain the magic that binds me to this machine. While this essence is locked in place, they siphon my energy into the forge. Vanus divided himself to prevent them from using his considerable energy to power the Great Shackle. It didn't stop them from plugging this essence into the forge, however. Unlock the 4 seals and I'll be able to escape this damned machine. They plan to use the Great Mage to provide a considerable boost of energy to complete the plane meld ahead of schedule. Vanus divided his energy among the 3 essences, making each one worthless to the Great Shackle. It provides the power necessary to craft Molag Bal's vile implements of conquest. Daedric weapons, dark anchors, the components of the Great Shackle itself. And I am the source of this energy. And it is a larger, more powerful version of a dark anchor, designed to complete the connection, to draw oblivion and it provides the power necessary to craft Molag Bal. Bindings? Then these bindings can no longer hold me. This essence will join you, and then we can find the physical form of the Great Mage. Through the boiler tunnels waits the mighty Guardian, Kothutwilk. Defeat the Guardian and open the cage that holds our physical form. I can lead you to the Great Mage.
Intruder! The mage belongs to me!
And I've been talking for a while with the mic muted.
Welcome. And now
Figures.
stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Ah, much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk. Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by myself.
Perhaps not.
Yes, the Great Shackle, where the plane meld begins and ends. I thought I could deal with it on my own, but I was wrong.
Hit the wrong button.
Perhaps I shouldn't have... Yes, the time has come. The Great Shackle must be destroyed. Stay close and follow my every command. Taking down the Great Shackle, the primary conduit for the plane meld, requires precision and the careful application of destructive spells. As it so happens, I am a master of destructive spells.
And I'm a master of empty wine glasses. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and with yet another glass of grape juice plus. Alright, let's go destroy this Great Shackle.
This won't be easy. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we move out? What can I tell you that isn't obvious? The Great Shackle is the ultimate version of Molag Bal's Dark Anchors. A massive weapon capable of completing the plane meld of its own accord. It would be a fascinating device if it wasn't so terrifying. They wanted to use my energy to power the Shackle. That indicates to me that the Shackle utilizes some form of energy.
Really?
Disrupting that flow of energy may be key to destroying the Great Shackle. I'll know more once we get inside.
Alright, let's get going. Follow Venarius Galerian. He's moving awfully fucking slowly.
While the Dark Anchors have been able to pull portions of Nirn into Cold Harbor, the Great Shackle has the power to steal our entire world!
Oops, I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to remember what... Okay, it's the bottom button. It's perspective.
A barrier spell on the door? How pedestrian. Give me a moment and I'll open the way.
And then while you do that, I'm gonna...
be weaker than I thought. That took a lot out of me. Once we get inside, you take the lead.
Yes, that's copy done. Before we go any further, let's track the correct quest. So let's go to the journal, to the quest. And breaking a shackle. Okay, there's a Jamora Kinval there.
I need to conserve my energy for dealing with the shackle. So I leave the hacking and slashing up to you.
That's okay, that's what I'm all about. Few over there.
We need to locate the source of energy that provides the power for the shackle.
Another distraction.
Let our stamina recuperate a bit before we go into the door. Problem is with putting so many perk points, some skill points into stamina, it takes a while for it all to regenerate. I don't know if this game is like Skyrim, where the regeneration is a percentage of what you have. Like in Skyrim, your stamina regenerates as a percentage of your total, so the more stamina you have, the faster it regenerates in terms of per points, so you can actually do more longer.
Very interesting. It appears to be similar to the cage I was imprisoned in at the Black Forge. Examine this pedestal and tell me what you make of it.
It looks like a diamond thingy.
No! What have you done? Oh, wait! You reversed the energy flow. Good work! Now go upstairs and find the other conduits.
Alright, so where's the stairs?
Is someone out there? We could use a little help in here. Let me out of this cave, please!
Which cage? Where are you at? So I can let you out of the cage. This looks a lot like the room you actually start the game in. It looks a hell of a lot like the room you start the game in. I haven't been in that room in years, like literal years.
I appreciate the help, and I thought I would rot in that cage forever. What an excellent idea! You can count on my help. I'll go find Vanus and prepare myself for battle.
The way I came in, if I'm not mistaken. Let's work this way.
You there! Over here! Would you be so kind as to open this cage?
Okay, let's go through here now. I fucking hate knockbacks more than anything else. These things are fucking annoying to fight. Holy shit. Not difficult, just fucking annoying.
You have my thanks, friend.
Someone needs to pay for locking me away in this dung heap. And I need to bust some heads, so I'm going to help you with your mission. I'll find Vanus and ready myself for battle.
Why do they always do those attacks that knock me back when I'm in the middle of another fucking attack that I can't cancel? Always. Every time. What I don't like about strong attacks is they have a long fucking animation that you're kind of committed. Like that. He fucking did that interruptible attack while I'm charging up a heavy attack. It's like the game waits until you're doing, you know, some sort of long, you know, long press, then it decides to do the thing you have to attack, and it usually has a shorter animation. Looks like we first, almost like the area we first saved Lydia. You know, the heavy attack is necessary though because it regenerates stamina. When you have a stamina-based build, then you need it to get the stamina back. I do not like it. It's actually less DPS than light attacks because the extra damage you get is less than the time it takes to actually perform the attack. It actually reduces your DPS. I don't like an attack that actually you need to do to regenerate resources when it reduces your DPS to do that. I can understand from a gameplay perspective, it's like it gives you that choice that you have to do that, but it doesn't make it fun to play. It's like, hey, I want to sit here and charge up an attack for 1 second that does, you know, takes twice as long to perform, but does only half the extra damage. And leaves you vulnerable, you know? These things are really fucking annoying to fight because of the crowd control. Hey, I can't move again. Inventory is full. Let's go into our inventory and get rid of the crap for provisions. Alright, supplies? No, not supplies. Although we could probably get rid of some of that crap. Materials. Furnishing we keep, even though I haven't done anything with furnishing yet. Material. There's nothing, just no. What's taking up all the bag space? Slotable items. Nope. Supplies. Okay, ash is 8 gold, Daedra husk is 8, ectoplasm is 8. Only 1 ectoplasm, we'll get rid of that. 2 elemental essence, 3 ash. Enter the mooring. Where is the mooring at? Where? And of course my inventory is full again. Because of Ash. Damn it, Ash. Wow, I got a lot of things here. Holy shit, I got a lot of weapons. No fucking wonder. Alright. Chest. A lot of stuff to dismantle, so... Wait, dismantle, that's Witcher parlance. A lot of stuff to... I forgot the term. Alright, so where am I going? Am I actually supposed to go this way? I guess so. That was a good way of skipping some shit. I'm several glasses of wine in, so my coordination is really starting to go down at this point. That means it's a good evening, I guess. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so it's not really an issue.
You know. Have at me, vile shackle.
So Epiphany, how far have you gotten in Far Cry 5?
Defend me while I cast this extremely
Do you like the game so far?
Fantastically impressive spell.
Keep them off me. I have to concentrate, and even the least distraction can be disastrous.
Advance!
Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with going through speed. There's a lot to do in the game. There's no rush, really. I mean, I've beaten the game, but only because I've already played it 60 hours, so...
Deal with those creatures. Must I do everything on this mission?
I need healing.
Eat me!
Heal me! I'm hurt!
I need aid!
Well, the thing about, like, using the map is it can show you, like, your waypoints, and the thing about the terrain, sometimes it can be difficult to navigate without using actual waypoints, so I wouldn't worry about it, like, for something like that. But, I mean, exploring the game and playing it organically is definitely one of the best ways to do it, especially if you're not familiar with the Far Cry franchise. I was able to go through it quickly just because, one, I played it a lot, and two, I've played 3 games in the series already. Oh, he was like the recipient of the healing, not actually casting. I'm guessing there's gonna be some big baddie coming out at some point.
It must be electrifying to watch a master such as
And there it is. Yeah, let's keep that. Oh, there's another one. Oh, you are the one who's the problem. Let's go to our inventory and go to supplies.
I need more time. Don't let those creatures get past you.
Oh, I want that sword. Apparently 50 items is not enough inventory space. Okay, when you have two of those guys hitting you at the same time when you don't have your ultimate, that's a problem. Come on. You could have healed me then. Jesus Christ. Don't heal him, heal me, because... Oh, what a fucking pain in the ass that was. Like, one of them is rough enough, because they do a lot of fucking damage. 3 of them, or 2 of them, is just, like, a bit much. All that because I wanted to fucking loot.
I did it! The great shackle.
I'm at a point where 150 inventory space is just not enough. Because I'm like walking around using 100 slots.
With the planar vortex, everything will be right as rain.
What? Explain yourself, man. What planar vortex?
The shackle formed a planar vortex, kind of like an oblivion straw that will suck Nirn right through and into Cold Harbor. Quite amazing how I knew that.
Enough! We can discuss this back in the Hollow City. I'll open a portal before this entire place collapses on top of us.
That was a longer fight than it needed to be. It was really annoying. Like, if it was about 3 minutes shorter, it would have been fine. I dislike long fights, actually. Like in World of Warcraft at the end of the Cataclysm expansion, I hated Madness of Deathwing because it was a 15-minute fight. I dislike fights like that. It would have been a fun fight if it was half as long. 10 minutes is about the most I think that a fight needs to be. Yeah, but I already spent $15 a month on WoW. I'm not going to spend another $15 a month on ESO, especially when I play the game maybe 4 hours a month, you know? It's just not worth it at that point. I understand, like, how the bag is helpful, but $15 a month is not worth that. I'd rather just manage the inventory the way I do. It's just, I think part of it is the crafting system in this game is a major fucking clusterfuck. That's really it. It's like you need 20,000... Like, is there any reason for that many different runes for enchanting? There's no real reason for it other than to make you spend money to, like, get extra backspace. It's really ridiculous.
Was there ever any doubt? Between your skills and my formidable magical prowess, the destruction of the shackle was a foregone conclusion.
It's just, the crafting system in this game is not very good because of the ridiculous number of materials that it has. I mean, all I have to do is, is look at this. That's all crafting materials. There's no fucking reason for this many enchanting materials. You know, there's no reason for that. It's just designed to make you want to spend money on things like extra backspace. It's just bad, is what it is. Alright, so where can I lose backspace? Alright. Where can I lose backspace so I can accept this quest? So... 8 times 13, yeah, let's just do it. It's just not worth the gold because that's all it is really Really,
we have
ultimately.
accomplished. Was there ever any... I would love to if what Cadwell says is true. I need to consult with my colleague. Let the mages in...
Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a... Where are we at here? Gained 1 skill point. There. I want to go down. Hollow City. Well, I guess that's a step in the right direction. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to go find a way shrine and go back to one of the... Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm totally probably taking a gamble on this, but... Okay, I survived that jump. Good. That was the intention. Oh, this just to get to a way shrine. I am level 48. You man. Sorry, I didn't see your last few messages. 150 crown, the 1,500 crowns per month. I don't really do the crown store a month. Like I said, well, you know, the whole thing about being an MMO though, I've played WoW for like about 10 years now. And believe me, inventory, except when you're leveling and bag space is limited, inventory in WoW is much better to manage than this. Like, the inventory for crafting is ridiculous in this game. It's just the amount of, like, I don't even do provision because of the amount of provisioning materials required. It's just not worth the bag space. It's not worth the aggravation, so I don't even bother with it. And that says something that your game is designed terribly if you don't engage in the crafting system because of inventory issues. That's bad design. That's not good game design. When someone decides to not engage in an aspect of your gameplay because of inventory management, means that there's something wrong with the way that crafting system is designed. And I'm sorry, Cuckoo Man, if I didn't see your posts earlier. Like, I've been monitoring the stream on YouTube, so I didn't see it on Mixer. So I apologize if I'm late in responding. At this point, I'm probably going to be winding down the stream a little bit because I'm several glasses of wine in at this point, and it's been a couple hours, and I kind of sort of want to go exploring in Far Cry 5 a little bit more and try and find those 3 missions I haven't done yet. I'm 3 missions short of doing everything in the game. I've completed all of the cult properties, destruction. I've done all the main story missions. I've dealt with Joseph Seed. I'm only missing 2 missions in Holland Valley and 1 mission in Whitetail Mountains, and then I'll have complete completion of the game. At which point I'll probably just start another game on hard, because I've been playing on normal, and I found Far Cry 5 on normal to be much easier than the previous 2 games. The previous 2 games, Far Cry 5 on normal is easier than normal for the previous 2 games. I think part of it has to do with the fact that the player is much tankier. The player can take a lot more damage in Far Cry 5 than 4 and 3, just because, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because the way the character progression is designed in Far Cry 5 or 4 and 3 was that your perk points were tied to experience, and you got experience based on kills, but you also got bonus experience by liberating an outpost undetected. So it really, and plus you were really, really flimsy, so it really encouraged doing a stealth playthrough. This game, I didn't feel it was necessary going stealth. I would go to an outpost, walk in the front door, guns a-blazing, and be fine. So, it's a little bit easier, but it's also a little bit more balanced in terms of playstyle choice, because going Mayhem style in Far Cry 4 and 3 would get you killed really fast on hard difficulties. Alright, let's deconstruct that. 4 additional open inventory slots. So let's find someone to sell stuff to. You sell stuff?
Looking to craft some.
Repair all. And let's see what we have that we can sell. Yeah, we can sell that ebon dagger. We can sell that. We can sell that, even though I should probably sold that to a different vendor. See. What do we have here? I could probably drop a couple things off to the bank that I need to do and... Wait, hold on a second.
Looking to craft. We tan. Looking to craft.
Alright, so we were gonna sell a couple things like the Deja Husk or whatever. Yeah, no, Deja Heart I want to keep. That's intricate. I want to deconstruct that. So let's go to the bank so we can clear our bags a little bit. The bank is... What? I have to get my bearings straight to figure out where I am. Incidentally, the Bering Strait is the little bit of water between Alaska and Russia. Alright. Rock and wool deposit. The Blessed Thistle. What do we have here? Was it that? That. That. How's that an upgrade? Or do I not have the well fitted? One-handed, I don't really do the one-handed. There's probably a little bit I could do, like this. It's been a productive day in terms of like what I can do in terms of research for my crafting professions, because I haven't researched anything in a while, just largely because I haven't. Most of the last month of my gameplay has been log in, do my crafting writs, stable, and then log out. So let's see what we have here. We can construct things. We can construct that. That. I don't know if that's an upgrade. The white stuff I definitely am deconstructing. Let's see what we have in terms of research. Nothing researchable. And research. We'll definitely research that. Oh, and fuse is definitely something I want, but it's a one-handed, but... We'll research this trait. Believe I can also research that. Apparel. All right. Nothing researchable. I don't really like researching blue items. They're better to deconstruct. I'm gonna hold on to it for a bit then, I guess. Oh wait, I didn't look to see if I could deconstruct any apparel. No apparel to deconstruct. Have here. Stock. Should have decent inventory space now. 117. Still need some more, so I'll have to look into those I can get rid of, go to the bank, so that's 4 slots. That'll bring it down to 109. Bring it down to 108. There was a couple pieces of actual gear that I was gonna hold on to, wasn't there? That two-handed. Is that something I can research, or is that something that I can deconstruct? I can research that, I believe. Charged. Great sword. Not researchable, so let's look at deconstruction. Yeah, we can deconstruct that. faster way to the bank rather than going all the way around.
Would you care to make...
Banded, you can go in there. Fire opal, emerald. That's right. That's taking up a bag space. Yeah, there's a few pieces of gear that I can get rid of by vendoring. Scraps or raw scraps. Scrap. That can go in there. 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 $107, that's still kind of high, but not as bad as it was. All things considered. Let's deposit some currency. Alright, well, I think that is where we're going to end for tonight. My bag space is not where I'd like it to be, but it's been a pretty good session. I got a little bit done. So, this is where I'm going to, one, push like this. And we're going to dance our way out. Alright, well, I thank everyone for stopping by and watching the stream. I am going to end the stream now. I will see you all next month for Elder Scrolls Online. In terms of other games, I might continue my BioShock stream maybe tomorrow. Or Witcher. Witcher 3. I might be continuing that tomorrow as well. And I never actually looked at my skills here. Let's see what we have here. One skill point. I think I wanted to wait and hold off and use it on enchanting to get aspect improvement at 31. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing with that point. Alright, thanks everyone for stopping by. I will see you next time, and you have a fantastic day.